What's going on, y'all? This is a Happy Humor Podcast. I'm your host, Ray Reed. Got some co-hosts with me here today. Start off with North Jones. What's going on, man?
What's up, everyone? I'm North Jones. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah,
What's
that's
that?
the Chinese way of saying hello.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
I like it. We got Barry over there. What's going on, Barry?
I'm good. How's everybody doing today?
Doing fine. Doing
So
great.
good.
Chilling.
Doing good. Had a good weekend. We back.
I like to hear that. We got O and J. What's going on, man?
What's going on? That's
What's that?
homeless for hello.
Oh, that's the homeless way of saying hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you taking the page out of Chris' book?
No,
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm a trendsetter, you know.
I like it. I like it.
Trendset. I like that.
What's going on with you, Jay? Anything?
Not really. Just wanted to talk about the little birthday thing I had. Shout out to Barry on his birthday.
Oh, yeah, straight
Yeah,
shout out
thank
to
you.
Barry.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday
Happy
to Barry.
birthday.
I mean,
Thank you.
He just turned 62. But no, he had a birthday party for me. I went to the bar out in East Falls, and everybody was giving me Jameson shots. That's another drink that I love.
That's your go-to?
Yeah, Jameson and pickle juice.
That's the Irish whiskey, right?
they
Is
call
that
it pickleback.
Irish? Jameson's Irish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm slamming these drinks all night. Everybody's just giving me drinks, doubles, singles, doubles. I'm like killing them joints. Drinking the pickle juice, drink some water. Man, I got so roasted. Somehow, I ended up on the outside deck, sucking on some girl's titties.
In front of everybody?
I witnessed it.
You witnessed it?
It was. I thought it was a dream because I was so roasted. So when I woke up, I thought all that shit that I went through was all a dream and shit. But when they showed me the video, I was like, oh shit, I really did that.
Damn.
All out in the open.
Right
All out in the open. You had the whole city out?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. Did you
And
guys?
it was a couple creep boys walking by watching me while I was doing it, trying to be funny, I guess.
It was like 76 degrees out.
yeah, it was warm out.
Was they sweaty?
I can't.
'Cause she was
tell
at the
you.
bar.
I was roasted.
Oh, you was done. Yeah.
I was done.
Oh, so you don't have no recollection? Like,
Yeah, I ain't
damn.
got no. I don't even know how I made it back to the
Yeah.
crib. They told me.
Do you know the girl?
Nope.
You ever see her after that or no?
Nah.
Damn.
I ain't gonna
That's
hold you. Sweaty titties is the best though.
What was that?
So sweaty titties is the best though.
They the best?
Sweaty titties? Ain't they salty?
Yeah. Nah. Just like when
Well,
you like
Like
the
that
under
shit
there,
thing.
like you can if you cold, you can put your hand under, you get warm.
I was like munching on a big peanut.
Big pink. That's
Yo,
wild.
it sounded like he was about to say something else, yo.
That's wild.
That's wild.
No.
That's wild.
It's starting to worry me, Jay.
No
Yeah.
Diddy.
Nah, well, Barry's birthday was just we just went out on what was it,
Yes.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Right.
Saturday.
Jay,
Yeah, we
could,
did.
Jay couldn't make it. We had a
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
night out in Baltimore.
Yeah, we had a fucking time.
Fun night.
Yeah, we had a crazy time.
How was it for you guys? Like, what would you say about that night?
That night was everything, from the location to like where we went out to eat at. Everything was just like it was a good ass night.
How about you, Chris? How you feel about that night?
That night was all right. We went to Jimmy's, had some drinks. I forgot the name of that place we was at.
Yeah,
at,
I don't remember the name
Moby's or
either.
some shit
It was like
that.
Moby's or
I think it's
something.
Moby's or
I think
something.
it was Moby's.
Yeah, something like that.
That was all right. We had fun. It was just a bunch of YNs out there.
Yeah.
Felt like it was like an
Yeah.
upgraded South Street.
I felt super old.
Yeah, I felt super old
Yeah,
too.
Barry was killing it though out there.
Barry was out there. He had
He's
fun.
out there.
yeah, I was wilding. I was definitely wilding, and it was not wilding in a bad way. And like
Yeah.
I wasn't like out here running the streets with like no clothes on, but it was definitely like a night where it's just like, you know what I mean, cut loose after like a long work week. You know, one of them.
How many Instagrams you get?
I don't get Instagrams. I get numbers.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Well,
So how many numbers you get that night?
I got about 2.
Two.
Yeah.
Did you follow up with them yet or not?
I mean, I do, but like I don't be waiting for no callbacks.
No.
Nah.
damn. Okay.
One and done. It's over with.
I hear that. What's like since we're talking about calling people back and stuff, like non-negotiables, like in a relationship. What's like y'all got any non-negotiables? Like if these things don't meet up, we can't be together.
It definitely like. Now I'm not, if somebody's in a messed up position, like I'm not gonna come down on them, but like you gotta have at least like some structure with you, like on the initial like meetup, because it's like if I'm trying to like do stuff and we trying to build together, like you gotta at least have something going for you. Like that's definitely like a non-negotiable. Like somebody that just don't want to do nothing. Like they don't want to they don't want to improve themselves. They don't want to take strides to like better themselves. Like in any aspect that you try to like help them with. That's kind of like a non-negotiable for me. Like
That-
if far as then another non-negotiable, I would say like I hate somebody that's like rude. Like
Okay.
if you just like a rude person, like it don't even have to be to me, but if I see you like rude to like other people,
Like you
if
sit
we-
down at dinner and she's
yeah,
rude to
and
the
we
waitress
just
or
like rude to
something.
the waitress and like, bitch, they making our food. Like the fuck you doing? Like
rude.
like shit like that, or you just rude to like anybody while we out, like grocery store or anything. Like that's definitely like a non-negotiable for me because it's like you don't know how to talk to people.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Barry.
You got what's yours, Jay?
Yeah, loud and overbearing. I don't like loud and overbearing
Yeah.
type.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Y'all make me look like a savage then, because I got a pretty hefty list. You gotta know how to cook.
Oh yeah, that's a definite. That's
See, because I like cooking, so it's like that's not really like a.
yeah, but you ain't gonna want to cook all the time.
I'm not, but I take a chick that like want to try over somebody that's like I'm not cooking at all.
I'm sorry, she gotta know how to cook. Cause
No,
if
she
if
gotta
she don't
know.
know how to cook, a lot of other stuff she probably don't know how to do.
So you would just get even if she was willing to try, but she didn't know how to make anything, you would be okay with that?
I mean, because like we can make an experience together. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to cook, so we can make it like an experience together.
All right.
If everything like I won't be like, no, I can't mess with you because of like that one thing. If she check everything else off my box, but she just can't cook, then like yeah. But if she don't check
cut.
anything else, then like yeah, no, that's no.
You can't.
But
cook.
I ain't gonna X a chick out just because she just the one thing that she can't do is like she can't cook.
Okay.
Like that's one. Nah.
So that's not a non-negotiable for you because you're willing to do it.
Yeah. But she got to check every other box though. Like
Okay.
yeah,
You gotta be clean.
Of course.
You know.
Oh, of course.
Gotta have pretty feet.
of course.
If the toes ain't there, that's a non-negotiable.
But how you feel about the chicks that got
toes,
they
the back of
can't
the heel.
the chicks that can't paint their pinky toe all the way?
Yeah, that's no go.
That's a no go. Okay.
No,
That
I ain't
little
doing that.
stubby toe.
Yeah, that little toe they can't.
Yeah, take
Barely
like
gotta-
take like a
Yeah.
dash of nail
Yeah, they
polish
gotta
to finish
dab
the
it.
whole nail.
They get a little of pinky toe on there, you know.
Yeah, no, I got some other ones that I
Yeah.
could probably ramble
No,
off. How about you, Chris?
I think for me, I feel the same way. You gotta cook, like, gotta have goals. What else? I hate a nosy person.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a valid one.
I hate someone that make assumptions.
Mm.
You know, instead of finding out the whole situation before.
Mhm.
You know, kind of like with same stuff like how
Yeah.
you're saying. It's like I feel like that's simple.
Right. It's just
You
the
know,
basics.
just to-
Just,
Mhm.
you
get
know,
down to basics. That's all.
keeping the hygiene together and
Yeah.
stuff. You know,
No sweaty titties or nothing like that.
yeah, no sweaty titties. I like the clean ones.
I mean, we
No-
definitely know that's not a non-negotiable for Barry.
Yeah,
Mm.
you know.
no peanut
Listen,
titties.
I don't mind. If she got big titties, they gonna be sweaty. That's something you just gotta deal with.
I guess.
It's a
Barry,
point in life, dog.
Barry actually mentioned something saying that he likes to cook. So, what if you was to have a female over or your girlfriend, whatever, and you cooking for her? What's y'all go to that you know how to cook that you be like, just gonna set it off?
Oh, for sure. Either chicken, steak.
Like put the whole plate together. What would it be?
Yeah, chicken, steak, any type of vegetable or whatnot. I ask her first, like what type of vegetable. And then definitely set it off with a little bit of rice or some mac and cheese, like just something simple, for like the first time or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Jay?
44-ounce porterhouse with melted garlic butter on top, with cascading potatoes with cheese and asparagus steamed.
Wow.
Okay.
Can you make that for me for my birthday?
I
Coming
can make that whenever.
Oh, that's what's up. How about you, Chris? You got any recipes?
I don't know.
I don't know. We topping Jay though.
For me, is whatever that woman's preference, like whatever she want. I think I can make it.
So you know how to cook everything?
Yeah, I'm like an all around guy. I'm not. You know,
Okay.
I won't say I'm like a crazy chef, but majority of the dishes I can make.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's like steak is a good one.
Steak, yeah, I can make the best steak. I'll do you.
I don't know.
My steak will be better than yours.
Yeah, steak, chicken. What else? It's basically whatever they want. I get in there and chef it up.
Damn, I thought I knew how to cook. Never mind. My
shit
joint
be
was
juicy
yellow
and
rice,
tender.
beans, and chicken.
Wow.
What?
Bake or fried?
I can bake it or fry it. It's like we rotate, so I do like now Tuesdays and Thursdays at my house. I cook.
Okay.
They know at least one of those days they're getting yellow rice, beans,
That's it. What else do you cook?
and
on
plátanos
other
with
days?
it. Huh?
What else do you cook on other days?
Plátanos.
It depends.
Plátanos.
What did I make last time? I tried Cajun chicken pasta.
Okay.
What else did I do? I do steak or like
Okay.
That's
asparagus.
a good dish. Like I would do like a what is it? Like a chicken and shrimp like
Alfredo type.
yeah, like a Alfredo, like a Cajun Alfredo. I'll do that.
Chicken
Make
and
the
shrimp
make the
and
garlic bread and all that
plátanos.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I think Alfredo is a safe bet, like, cause that's what chicks be ordering at restaurants anyway. They all get Alfredo.
Plátanos?
Yeah, my Cajun chicken pasta was horrible though.
They all get Alfredo.
My wife ate it, but I know she forced herself to eat it and was like, oh, it's okay. You can do better next time. It
Now,
was
if I
horrible.
get a woman
That's
that,
bad.
that likes seafood, it's a wrap. I'm
You
like
good
a
with that?
seafood guy. Like
Can't go wrong with no seafood.
No, you
Definitely
can't.
can't.
You can't. Definitely can't.
Quick and easy.
You know how to make some good seafood, Joe?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Go right along with the porterhouse
I done
steak.
cooked octopus, shrimp, Cajun lobsters. I ain't never seen them before.
That's Sebastian.
I've cooked half a hump whale, and also
go ahead, say what you was about to say.
What you said?
excuse me.
Don't be scared
You
now.
said have a hump wheel.
I had a frog in my throat. Sorry about that.
Whoa. Hey,
Hey,
yo.
yo.
Half a humpback whale. Yeah, they're pretty tender. They're pretty
Yeah.
tender. Had to grill it for like 4 days, but it was good.
Grill it for 4 days.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Damn.
What's like in a relationship? What's y'all turn offs and turn ons? Do y'all have it like any major ones that's a turn ons, and just some not personality wise. I'm talking about like kind of like physical right now.
Physical. I hate when she fart and don't say nothing.
They tend to do that.
Yeah. That's natural.
Like, it's only me and you. Who the fuck else would it be?
You know what's crazy? They slick because the other day, right? I was in the bed with my wife. I threw one. It was a little bad, right? But then she admitted that when I do that, she'll let one go and blame it on me.
That's crazy.
I said, "You crafty with that one."
See, they do it most when y'all in bed. When she's screwed over, you gotta be careful sometimes.
Yeah, that's when she does it the most.
Yeah.
I hate when they ask for the food. Like, you know, like
yes.
like you got food.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I
Why
probably
didn't
got
you
the
just
same-
order
Oh, like
it?
they want
Yeah.
they want it off your
They
plate.
gotta taste it.
Yeah.
Like they gotta
Yeah.
taste it. Like, come on, like especially if the shit's slamming. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, this rice hit.
Well,
Like,
one time-
you
Yeah.
just got like
One time I cuddled up with her and shit. And, you know, I like to hold her from behind and shit.
So they like
I fe-
spooning.
yeah, I felt her vibrating. I thought she was twerking.
Oh shit!
you felt her vibrating. You thought
She was
twerking?
farting, dog.
Oh shit!
Was it a bad smell?
Huh?
Did it stink?
It had to.
Because girls be having the worst smelling farts.
If it vibrated like that, that shit had to been wing ball.
Yeah, I thought she was twerking.
She wasn't embarrassed.
Huh?
She wasn't embarrassed.
I mean, we've been together for a minute. I don't give a fuck. Like,
It is what it is, right?
yeah,
Lifted them sheets up about 2 feet.
I ain't lift them fucking sheets up though.
Do y'all wait a
the
sec?
fart lifted joint
The
up
fart
too.
lifted them
Yeah.
sheets up.
No, but like when you spooning, you close and shit, and it was just like a, you know what I mean?
Vibrated
Like,
right on your leg.
yeah, like ooh,
bet
I
y'all
was like,
never
okay,
spooned
maybe
again,
we
did
getting
y'all?
somewhere. Then I peeked and I was like, yeah, nah,
Them spooning days is over.
mm-mm.
Turn your ass around. Now, if you fart from the front, you fucked up.
Are you a spooning type of guy, Jay?
No.
No,
I don't want her ass on me.
no.
No.
Would y'all let the girl spoon y'all?
Nah,
I
No,
don't know.
I love. I do.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
because you're married.
Yeah, like a little baby.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something about when a big girl do it,
About big
What's
girl.
the-
What's a big girl though?
huh?
What's a big like? What's your what in a relationship? Like, what would be your weight limit?
Weight limit, I say
450.
good weight for me at max, about like 360.
Damn.
Like 360, yeah, every 360 is good for me
That's
right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, does she have to be like proportioned out at least, or?
Yeah, I like them proportioned out.
Because I remember last episode you
Yeah.
said you watched 600-Pound Life. So is that like something you watched?
Nah, under 400, that's my
He tryna
cutoff.
cook you.
That's
That's the
under
setup.
400, that's my cutoff.
That's the setup.
Yeah, nah.
The flap under the arm.
So
and
so
all that.
400 is the cutoff.
Yeah, 400 is the cutoff.
Mm.
And have you dated a female that's 400?
Close to it, yeah.
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 That food
How was it?
budget must
Yeah,
have been
it was the
crazy.
shit. We was everywhere. You want to eat? I like to eat. What's up?
Did she clean the plate?
Huh?
She cleaned the plate.
She
Yeah, I
did.
like that. I hate a chick that don't want to fucking eat. She just want to get salads and shit. I hate that.
Now, is there a minimum weight requirement for you?
Minimum?
300.
No. I say like, I don't know, cause I don't like a chick that her thighs don't touch. That's like, yeah, I mean, like I can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least be like around like 2 something.
To some,
Yeah.
depending on the height too, I'm assuming too, right?
295.
I mean, height. I don't like
Height doesn't matter for
height
me.
don't matter.
No,
for
I'm
me,
saying because
dog.
if she's tall but she's like 300, it might be well proportioned
4
out. But
foot
if she's like
6.
5 feet, weighing
Yeah.
350, it's gonna.
I
Look
mean,
crazy.
like I don't have no problem with like taller
4'6",
chicks.
295.
But it's just like I'll be thinking like, all right, maybe they have a problem with me and shit because I'm not tall. I'm not as tall as them, so I don't really like go for it. But I don't have no problem with a chick that's like 6 feet.
And you got to think about the weight distribution in your vehicle too when you're taking her places.
Wow.
That depends.
How about height requirement? Actually, let me get y'all opinion on that. What y'all got any weight limits that y'all would?
I don't know. For me, it's slim thick. Whatever that weight limit is, that's my twist.
So you don't
right
like them
there.
BBW,
Of course. Like I ain't gonna hate on no BBW or whatever like that.
but your preference is like the slim thick.
Yeah.
How about you, Joe?
I like them. It's a wide range. I can go from 185 up to about, I say, a solid 250.
250.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
All right.
250.
How about height? Does
Height,
height matter for y'all?
no, height don't matter.
Huh?
I love the tall women.
As long as she's over 4'2", it's cool with me.
Wow.
4'2".
Yeah.
How about you, Barry? You got any height requirements or?
No, I got no height requirement.
I
No.
dated a chick like 6'5". I'm like 5'10". Ain't nothing.
That wasn't like a little awkward.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nah.
I ain't had no issues.
I mean, like I guess it depends on the guy, cause like sometimes you might be insecure about that shit.
I ain't insecure with that. She had heels
Yeah.
too. Like when we went out, she had
That's
heels
what she was
on.
like 6'8".
So she
then.
like 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't get no no looks out like when y'all
Oh yeah,
walking.
I got looks and stuff like that, but it ain't. I ain't that. That don't do nothing for me.
Looking like Deuce Bigelow. Remember when he got the tall chick?
Yeah.
Duh, shit.
yeah.
As long as she respect me, that's all it.
Yeah.
That's it. Respect is everything.
And
for
help me grab shit.
I prefer like between 5'1", 5'5".
5'1",
For me,
5'5".
yeah, for me. I'm short, so I would feel a little type of way if she's like way taller than me.
Mm.
This is a light skin thing.
You like 6 foot?
I wish I'm like 5'8.5".
Oh.
Gotta put the half in there.
Mm-hmm.
What's like y'all worst dating experience?
Mm.
Let's start off. Let's start off with Chris over there.
The worst dating experience. I really ain't had a bad dating experience, like for real. But I don't know. Right offhand, I can't really. I ain't had nobody just.
You never had a day where you was like, damn, why did I even go out?
Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, I do.
Mm-mm.
No. How about you,
I'm gonna
man?
be
Yeah, I
honest.
do.
Yeah, I really.
Nope.
Everybody.
I had
it was
a date.
genuine.
I had a date set up with this chick, and when I picked her up, the whole time she was trying to figure out who was gonna watch her kids.
Wow.
Like I'm telling you, we spent like an hour. She was like, "Oh, like it's gonna be real quick. Can you take me here?" And she went to her sister crib, her mom crib. Nobody wanted to watch her kids. So it was just like, all right, you know what? Like, we could just like go get something to eat real quick. Like, let's go like to a fast food spot. So we did and whatnot. And then she was like, oh, like, can you get something for my kids or whatever? And it was just like, all right. Like I did it, but I was like, yeah, I ain't talking to this.
What you
I
got
ain't
on, like,
talking
4
to
for
this
4s?
anymore. Like yeah, no, they got Happy Meals. That was it, the cheapest Happy Meal.
Oh, that's more expensive than the 4
Yeah.
for 4s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
so
this is
you did
before
it big that
This
day.
is before the 4 for 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
before
okay.
that.
That joint come with a toy too.
Yeah, that was before that. So I got them little cheap Jones, and I was like, all right, yeah. And she was like, oh, all right, I really appreciate you for looking out and whatnot. I was like, all right, yeah. I sped the fuck off, dog.
You never called her back?
Nah.
How about you, Jay?
Yeah, I took this girl out on a date. Went to a nice, fine restaurant. The joint was beautiful. They made good steaks there. That, I'm a steak man. So she ordered filet mignon. So she asked the waiter, say, excuse me, but what type of fish is that? I looked at her like, are you serious? You don't know what filet mignon is? Then the waitress walking back and forth, she's, excuse me, hollering at like, yo, what is you doing? Like, I'm all embarrassed and everything. Like, she just acting ghetto as shit.
And did you keep going on the day, or you kind of cut it short?
Well, after we ate our food, I got up and went to the car and drove off.
You left her there?
Yeah.
Did you pay the bill?
Nope.
Wow.
Did you? She called. Was she like calling you as you left?
Yeah, she was calling me, but I didn't answer my phone. I was steady driving.
You didn't want to get an accident,
I
right?
don't answer my phone while I'm driving. That's against the law in Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Solid.
Then
That's
I had
crazy.
to change my number because I started getting a whole bunch of prank calls and stuff. So.
Wow.
You think it was her?
Yeah, it was her. It was definitely her.
Are y'all okay with like getting with somebody that has like small kids?
Yeah.
Small kids?
Yeah, like they got like 4-year-old, 5-year-old.
Yeah.
I never been in it. Have y'all ever had to deal with a crazy baby dad?
No, I didn't. I cut that shit off.
Yeah, I ain't dealing with all that.
I cut
yeah.
that shit. I ain't dealing
I
with
ain't
all
dealing
that.
with all that.
How about if you really like her though? Like y'all got a good relationship, say about 6 months in, you meet the boy, and he's just like on some crazy stuff.
I'm out. I ain't dealing with that shit.
Yeah, I ain't dealing with
Even if y'all 6 months involved?
Nah, because it's like you still going. It's constantly going to be like that, and most of the time, like most chicks don't be checking their baby dad.
Yeah.
So that nigga, he be going off. He be out of pocket, straight out of pocket, and she be like, "Oh no, he like it ain't that deep. Like he just tripping. Like no, every time like I see boy, he start shit. So it's like they don't be saying nothing and shit, and that's drama that I don't like be trying to fuck with. Like I'm cool.
I ain't got time for the unnecessary
I ain't
BS.
got time for that
like,
shit.
Even like talking to someone that got kids or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stress that at the beginning. What's the situation with your kid's
like
father
get
or
it from the
whatever like
beginning.
that? Like yeah, and then say like, even if she was to say, "Oh, everything cool," and then I start to notice stuff, then I will point it out, and then if she ain't making like progress with it, or I'm you know what, this ain't it.
Yeah.
I don't got time for all that.
Yeah, no, so that I agree with that. Like you pinpointed out in the beginning.
Yeah.
How about you, Jay? Like, would you mess with a girl with kids, like young kids? I mean,
That has kids?
yeah, like say they
I
got
mean,
like top,
if
like
they got one or two, that yeah.
how about if she got a crazy baby dad? Would that throw you off, or
As long as you don't say nothing to me, we cool.
do like if the kids are acting up, would you tell her like to handle them, or you yelling at them?
I'm gonna say something to him.
You'll say something to the kids.
Yeah, now if she got a problem with me saying something to him, then
Yeah, that's a tough situation.
that's where I mean.
Yeah, that'd be the tough situation.
See, I don't think you should say anything to the kids. I think it's more of letting her handle that. Now, if you stress it to her, and then when the situation went down, you stress it to her, and then she don't get it together. There's no need, especially if the baby father's crazy. There's no need to try to step in and say something, because then it's gonna be one day y'all have a disagreement, and then she might bring that up. Oh yeah, you doing this or doing that, or
Yeah.
you don't want the kids to go back to the dad. The dad gonna take their side regardless if they right or wrong. I feel like you need to stress that at the beginning. I don't really, you shouldn't say too much, but if they getting out of hand, like, hey, you shouldn't do that or whatever. Like,
and on top of that, some of the time, like the mom don't be wanting to check the kid.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
they
let the
just
kid
let,
They so
get away
used
with
to
so
letting them do
much.
whatever.
yeah, they just let the
know?
kid do whatever, and then you be trying to say something, and then it be like, then like what Chris said, like, you know, sometimes the kid go back till they pop like anything, and then the pop come over there snapping like, yo, where ball at, and then you gotta deal with all that shit.
Yeah,
like,
now that's a different ball game with me, cause then
Yeah.
shit like that happen. See, I'm a real calm guy, but with bullshit like that,
yeah, that's too much.
yeah,
Stay out of it.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much to deal with. Not saying that all chicks are like that do have kids.
Yeah.
That's not every chick situation, but you definitely got to be like mindful that it could be what you walking into sometimes.
Those are the
Like, you know.
narcissistic chicks.
Yeah, you know, like you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
And that's and like I said, that's not every chick that have kids.
Yeah,
There's
not
definitely
every
some
chick.
some chicks out there that got kids that, you know, they good in relationships. They just haven't met that one, but it's a gamble when you doing that for real, for real.
Yeah, nah. Do y'all think what do you think is a good time frame for to meet a child? Whether it's like if you have a kid and you're dealing with somebody for her to meet your kid, and say if your ex meets a guy, what do you think is like the proper protocol or like time to
I
meet
say
him?
I say at least 6 months, like how you were saying 6 months. I think 6 months is like the time. If y'all dealing with each other for 6 months, then that means y'all comfortable enough to like really be with each other to think about really being with each other. I think like after that time period, that's when it's like, oh, okay, like because at that time it's just like, all right, what we doing? Like we gonna be serious or we just gonna keep fucking talking? So I think like 6 months is like the time frame where it's gonna be like something gotta. If you've been talking to somebody for 6 months, y'all gotta say something. Like something gotta be said. Like
I don't think it should be a time frame. It's just whenever you and that person make it official, then you know you go from there. But
Guess
then
it's-
it's a lot with that too. I ain't mean to cut you off, Jay,
Mhm.
but you know it's all right. Like for me, I feel like it's more about like the co-parenting situation too. So you had to kind of like honor that too, or whatever. But I don't think it should be a time frame. I just should be like an understanding with each other, or either if y'all make it happen after a certain amount of months, then okay, all right.
How about you, Joe?
I guess it would have to be whatever time I go over her house to beat them cheeks. That's when I'm gonna meet them kids.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
sometimes it be like that.
Yeah.
But usually I try not to do that. You know, because I try not to have a kid walk in on me while I'm putting action in. You know,
Has that ever happened?
huh?
Has that ever happened?
Yeah, I
That
didn't
happened
stop,
to
though.
me a lot
That happened to
of
you?
times. A lot of
Yeah.
times.
Wow.
I had a someone from the past where I came in the house and then I'm in the room with her and you know we doing whatever and I hear the son I hear like this like you know how when you FaceTime someone you hear the boop 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 like that, so I hear that and I hear the young boy go say, "Dad, you here?" And he like, "No, I'm not there." It's like it's these flip flops here. Like they look like your size or whatever. He like, "Put your mom on the phone." I'm like, like come on.
Yeah.
Did you talk to him? Did you leave right at that moment?
Mm-mm.
You
I
finished?
cooked her, like,
Yeah.
and then went
Savage.
from there. The dad didn't come, like,
Yeah. Her son walked in.
Savage.
I ain't stopped though. I put the cover over us.
You kept going?
Yeah, I put the cover over.
She ain't try to stop you?
No, I was close.
Oh, damn.
Dang, that's a crazy chick you messing with right there. They ain't even try
Banana
to
was
stop
about
you.
to pop out the peel.
And
Huh?
she was just saying like, "Go close my door. Go close my door." And the young boy ran out. I put the cover up over us and kept going.
Damn.
yeah, I had a couple of those situations. I remember I had a situation where it was this chick, her son was taller than me. He was like a young boy though. He's like 19 and shit. He probably like 6'2". I'm 5'10". Come in the crib, mom saucy from cooking and shit like that. Then she like, "Yeah, come on, let's go upstairs." So his room was right next door and shit. And she's like I wouldn't say a dramatic person, but she just was too much, like loud and shit like that. Young boy in there, mad as shit, beating on the door and all that. So she go out. So the crazy thing is, right, I had a polo shirt. She put my polo shirt on and then go in the room. She going at it with the young boy. And shit, young boy snapping or whatever. Shit just like, I'm hearing shit like tear up all in the room and all that stuff like that. She come in, she awkward. and she tired and shit. She's like, "Come on, let's finish." I'm like, "Wow,
Did you finish?
yeah, I finished."
Got to.
You got to.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah,
If
no,
she
you-
came in and said everything cool, all right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep cooking. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then when I leave out, just hope young boy don't swing on me. That I'm gonna trash you in there. But
I
young
don't know. He
boy
was 6'2",
man,
Chris.
Yeah, he was, and he played ball for
So
like.
that,
little-
that might have been a good fight for you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm prepared, dog. I probably would have Stone Cold Steve Austin stunned him or something. Caught him.
Damn.
And he got that rage because you was just with his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was cooking her too.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, with me, I'm like one of the ones. Like I mean, you know, I'm straight now. I don't do all the craziness now, but I'm the
Yeah.
one that's gonna push it. Like I'm gonna push it. Like if I know young boy in there, man, I'm gonna keep cooking Mom Dukes so you can be bad. Like I'm
Horrible,
sorry.
horrible stepfather, man.
Hey.
Horrible
Wow.
stepfather right there.
Hey, I wouldn't do. I mean, I wouldn't do that now. But I'm just saying, in my day, like, you know, back then, catch me like 2016. Yeah, I would have been out here. I was a savage out here.
If he's
Yeah, I
watching,
changed. I changed my ways now.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
changed.
changed my ways now.
You changed your ways too, Barry?
Yeah.
What made you change your ways as you got older?
It's just like I was like, you know, like I just like it's just about like getting like becoming more mature and like realizing like that's wrong. Like,
Like to keep going if a kid comes in the room?
yeah. It's just like
After my 10th time, I'm like, I'm gonna chill.
After the
Yeah.
10th time?
He said after
Yeah.
the 10th
After
time.
my 10th, yeah.
because it's
my
like
10th
damn,
time.
young boy really used to seeing this, and it's like I don't want to be another image in his villain arc. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh man.
So you
Yeah,
felt
so I
remorse.
was like, yeah, I chill and
That's
whatnot.
bad.
After that, I stopped doing that when they came in and I just started like taking their snacks when I left.
Taking all the gushers out the pantry.
Yeah, just taking that and the animal crackers, stuff like that. I just did that. Just got like an animal cracker and a Capri Sun. You know, I just went on about my
I'm a
day.
Juicy Juice bandit too.
Yeah,
Oh, juicy juices that work.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's, the kid's gonna hate y'all.
yeah.
Oh, I'm cool now. Ain't
Oh man.
Yeah, no. I ain't doing that now though, but I did chill and start doing that because, you know, that's less damage. You know what I mean?
Would y'all if the roles were reversed and like y'all son called y'all and was like, I just called mom getting her back blown out. Would you go over there and like say no?
I ain't
That's
saying
his
nothing.
mom, and his mom is
Yeah.
dealing with someone else. That's
I just say like
Why would I
I
do
just
that?
have a talk with her like, yo, you got chill because he know.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I tell her
You
that,
you
but
gotta be more discreet because he
she
picking
gotta live
up
too.
on it.
You wouldn't snap though a little bit? Like I would snap.
Nah.
Like, yeah, why you doing that with my son? Like
Because I mean, if y'all not together, you can't control what she do.
you can't.
You
yup.
can't.
no, but I could have somewhat of a say on what she doing
Yeah,
around
and
my
my
child.
yeah, and my
That'd be
say
an
is
argument.
like, yeah, my
Right?
say is just like, hey, be mindful because like our son is catching on to what you doing. He know that like somebody in there with you. Like he called me. You gotta move a little bit more smarter. That's about it. That's all that. You know,
But
that's
that-
all I'm gonna say.
but that's
I ain't
still-
gonna go over there and confront boy. Like, no, for what?
No, I wouldn't go confront the guy. He's doing what he's supposed to do. But it's her job to show respect and like make sure like my kids ain't gonna be able to walk in on that.
Yeah, I'll
What
step
she
to her
does.
about
Oh
that.
yeah,
Snapping.
of course. That's
Yeah, I
definitely
snapped to her
gonna
with
be,
that.
you know, established, you know, from the beginning. But you can't stop a lot of that.
No, I'm snapping. How about you, Jay? What you doing?
No, that's gonna be an argument. I'm not fucking with it.
You
Not
snapping
gonna-
too, right?
She's not gonna be snapping on me. Talking about, I'm a grown ass woman. I can do what the fuck I want to. When we ain't in no relationship, I ain't trying to hear all that bullshit. So I'm just leave it the fuck alone.
Yeah, so y'all too crazy on that one. I think I
I
gotta.
mean, that was my past. You know,
You know what I'm saying?
I had some reckless moments in that department though. Like
Yeah.
I remember like being at another chick crib, and then like young boy, I guess young boy always sleep in her room, so she made him sleep in his room, and then like I cooked her and shit. Then he kept knocking on the door. She snaps on him or whatever, beat his ass. He go to sleep. He talk, yeah, I don't like that nigga. I'ma kill him, or whatever. And then I end up had to take him to school the next day.
That
Like,
was that ride.
it was good. I had fun. I was like, and I think what topped it, I was like, have a good day. He's like, yeah, whatever.
You're like, I had a great night. You have a good day now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you make sure you have a good day now.
You have a
Yeah,
good
whatever.
day now. I'm about to go back to your house and bun your mom some more. That's what I'd have told him.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I said.
fucking
That was my past though, man.
He'd have been mad. He'd have cut school.
Did y'all see the Shannon Sharp interview with Damon Wayans by any chance? They had a segment on there where Damon Wayans dated his nephew's girlfriend, but when he met her, he didn't know that was like his nephew's ex. I guess after talking, he found out, but he still went on with it. He said he was like in love with her and everything. Would that stop y'all, or would you keep going if you was in that situation?
It's just part of the game.
You would keep going?
Well, I mean, if I was dealing with her and then we was done and then he started talking to her, I'd be hype about it. My uncle dating my ex.
No, I'm talking about if you were the uncle. Like if you found out that your nephew was dating this one female, like
Oh, for me, yeah, I wouldn't do it.
you wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't.
Nah, I wouldn't do it.
I understand it
I
though,
wouldn't
because
do it.
situations like that can happen, but I wouldn't do it.
You know, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to either.
You're like, it don't got to be my nephew.
That
Like, if I
sounds like some
shake your hand,
family
I can't.
reunion shit.
What, that family reunion gonna be crazy? It's like
sounds yeah.
Michael Jordan and his
Yeah.
his son, with Scottie Pippen's.
Pippen, yeah.
Mm.
I think that situation got to Scotty, man.
That would get to me. That wouldn't get to you.
I mean, I'm not like it's more women out here.
Exactly. So don't go to what I just
Yeah,
had.
it definitely is though.
I mean, situations gonna happen, man. Like
No.
if I already had her and then she went to the next person, it's cool. Like
That's wicked on her part though too.
that is wicked. I don't know if we ain't talking no more.
That's wicked though.
How's that wicked?
I mean, you go
What,
from
so basically, you trying to say like, oh, so she must have been feeling him while me? and you
no,
cool?
but it's like she know that's your uncle. Like she know it ain't no way she ain't know. And then like,
no.
oh, I'm gonna still fuck with him anyway.
Or
That's
like if one of your sons, like one of your when your son gets a little older, like he dates, like my son dates your ex-wife, but you know my son too. Like you seen him raised, like you was there.
Oh yeah,
him
I'd
growing.
be like, come on,
You want to
come on,
wait.
Lil Ray, why you? Come on,
Yeah.
Lil
But that's what happened with the
Yeah,
Michael
that's-
Jordan. Like
that's-
yeah,
yeah, that's crazy though.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
The reason why that Michael Jordan situation is like that is because even with the whole situation with Mike and then Scotty, because everybody felt like Scotty should have been like out there like how Michael Jordan was,
yeah.
and then he felt like Mike took all the shine. So it's just that shit just keep going.
Yeah, and then now the shine is coming from his son on his life, so it's like he's reliving part
in
two.
my mind, if that was me, I definitely think Mike made his son do that just to be spiteful.
You think he did?
Nah,
I don't know.
I don't think Mike ain't even worried about that shit.
Nah.
But then again, you know what? I take that back because his wife indulged in it. So
Yeah, that's true.
And she messy.
You talking about
Yeah, that's
Pippen's
wild.
wife?
yeah,
Pippen's wife messy.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
She do you think it should be like a time limit on like the celebrities that like Lauren London when Nipsey passed and like Vanessa Bryant, Kobe passed? Do you think there's a limit where like somebody should try to talk to them? And do you think they're wrong for talking to her? Like if you're in the limelight, like if somebody comes right in, like somebody tries to date Lauren London, do you think he'll catch like flack for it?
not now because how long it's been?
Yeah,
Like 6 years
yeah, it's been just
6 years?
for Nipsey.
I say at least about like a year, maybe a year and a half
Year, 2 years.
for them to
Say
grieve.
2 years.
Yeah, for them to grieve, let them get it out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because you gotta go through the grieving process,
Yeah.
I
You
say
know,
2 years.
and then like then after like maybe 2 years, probably go for something else. But it's I don't think it should be any flack though, because like this person is like long gone. And
But if you're a celebrity, you don't think it should be flack though?
nah, because it's like women who lost so women that lost like their husbands and like the sickness and the army or stuff like that, like they should be able to move on too. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you don't know the situation though, like if they was married or what. So you don't know.
I mean, married or in a relationship. I think like after a time, if you went through the whole grieving process, like and you decide to move on, like what else are they gonna wait for? The person that you was with is gone now. You know what I'm saying? You can't hold yourself up because somebody going. Yeah, they're going, and you can't move on too quick because that is kind of fucked up. You get with somebody like 3 months after, like that's crazy. But like a year or two, like or like you said, like 2 years, like if they want to move on, let them move on. Like what else are they gonna wait for? What, they gonna stay single forever?
Yeah.
You know, no, I think they can date, but I don't think it should be like a celebrity.
Well, I mean,
Like,
celebrities.
like if it's like Nipsey and like you hear Drake got with Lauren London, I think that'd be a bad look for him.
But you also got to understand, Laura London is a different caliber of woman. She's not
Yeah.
going to get with a regular dude.
Yeah.
She's going to get with somebody that's either close to Nipsey or higher than that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like she already got a bag of her own, and she's used to a certain lifestyle. A regular dude can't keep up with her lifestyle.
No, but you can be a regular dude and not be in the limelight and keep her with that lifestyle. Is what I'm saying.
But if you don't have the money to match it, how? You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying like if she can get with a CEO from a major.
Yeah, I
company
mean,
that's
she can
not
get with a
limelight.
CEO from
But
like a
that's what I'm
major
saying.
company.
Like
Yeah.
I think it's something like that. Like if the CEO was together, it would be looked at differently. But like,
here in America, most of the CEOs are married, so it's like, you know, most of the successful men is married. It's not that many of them that make close to that money. They already married. They already tied down. So it's like you got a whole bunch of celebrities who are on your same level. They not tied down. You know their status because they in the limelight. And that's usually how everybody be recycling each other. They not gonna date nobody outside of the limelight that don't make as much as them. Because if we all got with Lauren London, what are we actually gonna do? She's like, you know what? Why don't we go to Paris tomorrow? How? I don't got no money, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
Well, evidently she
Yeah.
treating if she talking about
What the
loan.
fuck? Like, no, she expected you to come and keep up. Like, oh yeah, we gonna go to this restaurant. We gonna stay at this joint. Like,
Oh, you got me. That's what's up. Good looking.
yeah, like, what y'all gonna say? Like, you can't. She's used to a certain lifestyle that her and because just because Nipsey going on means she ain't gonna keep that lifestyle because she can afford it. She got money, so she gonna go out and live her and do her. And if you can't keep up, she just gonna get with somebody that is gonna be able to keep up.
And I agree with you
Mhm.
on that. But I'm just saying, like a producer in Hollywood or something like that, somebody that's
Yeah.
not in the limelight, they got the money to keep her in that lifestyle. You don't have to be an entertainer to keep her with that lifestyle.
It's tough because she's still doing stuff too, and it's like only person that can like really get you is somebody that's in the same business as you. So all right, so let me put it like this. All right, your girl was a movie star, right? And she did a couple like scenes and whatnot, intimate scenes. Would you be okay with that, like watching it?
Yeah, I would be okay with
Dwayne Wade was
Like,
with Gabrielle Union.
that. It ain't porn, right? We talking about just like a regular movie, like a sex scene.
yeah,
Yeah, it wouldn't bother
or like
me.
her schedule where she has to like go here, go there, and like stuff like that. You're not really going to see her. Like she's got shit to do. She's going to be on morning shows. She's going to be on this and that and the third.
Mhm.
Like you're not going to really see her. The kids is not going to really see her. If you're not used to that lifestyle, it's going to be like, damn, like what's going on with us? Like it's going to be a tough one. And she be like, well, this is what I do for a living. You just going to have to get with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually how it is. That's why most celebrities deal with each other because they understand what work goes with it. All right, I gotta go make a shoot. You gotta go make a shoot. All right, cool. We gonna figure something out when we come home. Boom, boom. Somebody working a 9 to 5, that's kind of hard to understand. Like,
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
like look at like Eve, for instance, right? Eve got with a dude, I think he's like a billionaire or something.
Yeah.
He was low key, he wasn't involved with nothing, and they
Yeah.
lived that lifestyle together.
oh, that
so-
nigga a billionaire. All she gotta do is sit there and shut the fuck up. That's it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like you
Yeah.
can still date, and it don't have to be like in that
Yeah.
realm or that profession.
I think so. But I think like after like 2 years, 2-3 years,
Yeah,
she probably good.
It's open game.
yeah, it's open game. Yeah,
If you was a celebrity, would you want to be that guy to take that shot?
I mean, yeah,
I would have took. I'd take that shot.
yeah,
Yeah.
I take that shot
Mhm.
because it's after 3 or 4 years. That's not disrespectful.
Didn't she didn't she used to do with Lil Wayne?
She got a kid with him.
She got killed with him.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah. What?
it's not
Wayne's
disrespectful.
a savage.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, he is a savage.
He's a savage
Yeah,
back
that,
then.
after like 2 years. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but I don't think that's disrespectful. After like 3 or 4 years, I don't think
yeah,
that's
I don't think
disrespectful.
so either.
You know what I mean? Regardless of like how much respect niggas have for they late husbands or like they
Yeah,
late boyfriends.
The media gonna blow it up though.
Oh well, yeah, because
Yeah,
like
they
it's
definitely
it's something new.
Yeah.
They ain't really hear from like what she got going on. So if she pop out with somebody, it's definitely gonna make news.
If you was
But I
ask
wouldn't
me-
say it's anything wrong with it though.
If you was ask me now, I think she's cool with
Yeah.
dealing with someone else now.
Yeah, no, okay. All right. I get y'all points.
Mhm.
Get y'all points.
Yeah.
being a dad, is it hard to juggle like being like a serious dad and like a joking dad, or like how do y'all guys juggle that? Because I have problems juggling that at times.
I don't play that shit.
You don't play it?
Point blank period.
Damn.
I don't
Yeah.
play that shit.
I try to.
You try to what?
I try to be serious, but my son is funny as shit. Like I be trying, like it be serious moments where he say something that be so fucking funny, but it be like moments where you gotta tell him it's wrong, so you try to like not laugh and like encourage him, but he be saying the funniest shit, and it just be like, yo, I can't show him that I'm laughing, but I gotta show him like that's not cool, cause like I took him out to the movies, and it was this family, and like they were a little on the heavy side. And I'm walking with him, and he grabbed my shirt.
Was they like 360?
Huh?
On the heavy side, was it like 360?
It's a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
So he grabbed my shirt, and he was like, "Dad, they backs big." And he said it out loud, so I made sure they didn't hear me. And he looking at me dead in my face, like with a smile on his face. And I'm like, I'm got my head to the side because I'm trying not to fucking laugh. Cause I see them, cause I turned right where they were walking at. So I'm looking at them after he said it. And I was like, yo, fuck, I can't show him that I'm laughing. But he's looking at me dead in my face. So like he's just funny, but I have to be like that serious dad, cause he still do fucked up shit sometimes, and I gotta correct him. But he make it hard, yo. Like
I'm the same way. My son crafty, so he'll do stuff to test you to see like what you gonna do or what you gonna say or something like that. So I nip that shit in the bud. I ain't trying to hear that.
You don't joke around or nothing?
I joke around with him or whatever like
When
that.
it's time to get
but
serious?
When I tell him something, you know I ain't playing.
You know what's the worst thing the kids do? I think like if you're out in public and they do something, knowing you don't hit them at the house, but like you give them that look and they be like, "Oh my God, don't hit." I'll be like, "Damn, you make me feel like I'm a child abuser or something." That ever happen to y'all?
Yeah.
That don't get y'all.
happened to me, yeah.
That don't get y'all upset.
He'll do shit and then look at me like he know that knowing that I can't do nothing because people are around. But he already know, like between him and me and his mom, we don't play that shit. Anytime in public, he already know, like if he get dragged into the bathroom, straighten his ass out and he good.
Mhm.
But he be trying that shit though, definitely. Especially like when we out in public, like he know how to like push people buttons.
Yeah, my
So
son
you
the
definitely
same
gotta
way.
like
He's
yeah.
slick. He's slick.
Yeah,
Like
that-
he'll do something and then he'll over exaggerate. Dang, I didn't even do nothing. I be in my head like, boy, you just don't know fuck you up when I get you, dog.
Like
You
I'll
give me
grab
more.
him by his arm, like, "Yo, come here." Just grab the shit out of his arm and
Yeah.
squeeze it hard as shit. Like, chill the fuck out.
Uh-huh.
I got all these eyes on me right now,
It
looking
seem
like
the white people don't discipline their kids. Like they just let them go ahead and do whatever the hell they want to do. Like
'cause
No, they do
don't.
it. They do it different. They do it different.
knock candy all off the shelf.
I
And
heard
like,
them.
you ain't gonna smack him? Like tell him to pick
Yeah.
it up. Nothing. Like,
White people's kids curse at the parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen that before. I saw
Yeah.
that in the supermarket.
Listen, Jeffrey, this is your last time.
Oh, Mom,
I am
you
being
act like a
serious.
bitch too much. You better backhand the shit out of that little motherfucker. What? He just called you a bitch.
Do you remember the worst ass whooping you got in your life, Jay, as a kid?
Oh yeah, it was with a switch out in South Carolina.
What you do?
I don't even remember what I did. I must have said something to my aunt, said something back to my aunt or something like that. And when my parents got back from wherever they came from, they went and got the switch and tore my ass up,
Yeah.
back, legs, all that.
I remember one time my aunt Maria, I gave her the middle finger, and she said, "Oh, that's cute. Come here, let me see."
Mm.
I did it. She bit the shit out of my finger. I screamed and cried, man. I was like 6 years old or something like that. How about y'all? Any bad ass whoopings y'all ever got?
I got locked up on my mom's birthday.
You got locked up on her birthday?
Damn.
Yep. And she had to come down to the district.
Oh, I know
She had to
she
come
was
down to the
pissed.
Oh, how old are you at this time?
I know she was pissed.
It's probably like 12, 13,
Mm.
12.
Damn.
Yep. Got locked up on her birthday. She came down to the district. I can hear her.
Hold on, not to cut you off. Is it early in the day or like the birthday's already
Oh,
almost
yeah.
over?
So I tell you, so yeah, it was early in the day. I got booked like 11 o'clock. She ain't get there till like 1. And we was supposed to have went to Atlantic City that day. I was supposed to have went to the store, came back, got into all this stuff. Yup, like I had stole the dirt bike, got caught, got chased by the cops, got caught. They had me in a paddy wagon, took me down 16th in Montgomery. Cause I'm from Philly, North Philly. But she came down there, she had her nightgown and some jeans on. I know that shit was it. I knew it. I knew it. And she came in, I heard her. They had me in a holding cell, but I could hear her. She like, y'all might as well put me next to him, cause once I get him, it's a wrap. I'm talking about I got cooked, dog.
There? Or she waited till you got out of there?
No. We waited because then they walked. So where I'm at, I'm on 22nd Street between Norris and Diamond. We had to go all the way 16th from Montgomery. Like kind of like close to Temple, like in that area and shit. So we get up there. They let me out. We walking and stuff. So it's her, my aunt, my uncle. My uncle cooking me. They finally got him. They always thought he was an angel. They finally
he
got
hyping
him.
it up.
Yeah, he hyping it up.
He making that ass whooping worse for you. Boy.
Yeah, he
I'm
hyped
like,
it
man,
up.
Unc, shut the fuck up.
So then my mom was like, why would you try to do all that on my birthday? I was like, nah, I was helping my homie out. And so she had, what was it? You know how back when, back in the day when you had the, what they call that, the antenna?
Yeah,
The
like
antenna to put
like
on
the
the
rabbit
TV?
ears type.
Yeah, no, the one that close in and you can pull all the way out.
Yeah.
She had one of them cooking me with it. I'm talking about this shit bent like 3 times. She kept extending it. This shit kept hitting me with it and stuff. My uncle's like, yeah, get his ass and stuff. Yeah, I got cooked all the way from 16th Montgomery all the way back Diamond Street.
Oh man.
Yo,
Damn. How about you,
on my
Barry?
birthday.
So me and my cousin was in the crib playing with fire, and
Playing with fire.
we was playing with fire and
Fucking
shit.
Pyro.
And then one of the we had like all this trash in the trash can. That shit caught on fire. So we in there panicked. That smoke alarm went off. Everything. Like we in there panicking and shit. So my mom come out the room. My mom and dad come out the room. The whole upstairs smoky as shit.
Wow.
So my dad jumped on that shit like on some Rambo shit to put it out. My mom called my cousin, mom and shit. She came and got him and shit. She beating him the fuck up on the way out. So I'm thinking like, all right, you know, she ain't say nothing to me.
So you in the
So
clear at this
I
point.
go back in my room, dog. My mom come in there pacing back and forth like Ray Lewis and shit with the belt. Yo, she fucked me up for at least 30 minutes.
30 minutes is a
At
long
least 30
ass
minutes,
walk.
Wow.
I remember she went to go get a cigarette and a beer, and then came back and started whipping my ass again.
Oh, she thought the whole ass whooping through at that point.
Nah, she did. Like, no, she took a break. She took a break, bro.
How old were you at this time?
I was like, what was it? I was like 9. Yeah, because we've been at the crib for like 1 year. I was like 9. I remember she took a whole break. She took a smoke break because we were still smoking at the time. She took a smoke break, went downstairs and got a Budweiser. She sat that shit down for a minute. She talked to me, and then she whooped my ass again.
So you thought it was over as she's talking to you.
I thought it was over after she was talking.
She had to get her energy back.
Pop ain't put his hands on you?
Huh?
Your pop ain't put his hands on you?
Nah, he was just looking.
Damn. Yeah, the intermission between ass whoopings.
Yeah, he was just looking like, damn. Well,
You-
shit, she got it.
You ain't try to like cry extra hard so she could just stop?
Huh? Nah, I was screaming. I was like, yo, stop. I'm trying to grab the belt and everything. That shit just made it worse.
Oh man.
That just made it worse. And then like I'm trying to grab the belt. Then my mom got creative with her angles. So I couldn't time it. And she was just fucking me up.
How about in school? You ever got in trouble like for bad grades and got your ass whipped? Bring home a report card?
Plenty of times.
I got in trouble for sneaking into South Philly High.
What? All right, tell me what happened.
Yeah, I got me and my cousin was he was like, yo, like come down, like all the chicks in South Philly High is whores, like, yeah, I mean, like you could party them. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I go in there and shit. Like the security guard knew right away that I wasn't on there and shit because them niggas don't be wearing belts and shit because they got crazy metal detectors in there.
Okay.
You know? So off rip, he pulled me to the side. He was like, yeah, what school you from? Like big ass Muslim dude. He's like, man, what school you from, brother? He's like, you don't go to this school, do you? And I was like, no, I don't. He's like, listen, don't be like these little motherfuckers in here, all right? I'm gonna call your mom. Get the fuck out of here.
Did you get another ass whooping when she came?
Yeah, no. So I went to school. My mom made me go to school. I had to go to school. And then my mom said, when you get home, put all your shit in the living room and don't go to your room and wait for me to get home. And that was another ass whooping session.
The ass whoopings, I don't know why they think it solves something. Like solving something. Like I remember I used to get my ass whipped and I would go in my room, play my PlayStation, with my
No,
TV.
I did. I stopped doing
That'd be
that
cool.
Eventually it sinks in.
shit. Yeah, I stopped doing that shit.
You're tired of getting your ass tore over.
But yeah, like
I
y'all,
stopped doing that shit.
did they show remorse? Like my mom, when she would beat me, like 5 minutes later she'd be coming and I'm sorry, Poppy, and like she'll be nice. Like y'all ain't get that.
She
treatment?
talked to me after. Like after the John, she'll talk to me.
My mom, the fuck you looking at?
Yeah.
right after the ass whip.
Yeah, it could be an hour after.
All right.
Yeah,
You
what
know
the
why
fuck
I had to
looking
fuck
at?
you up, don't you?
My mom was vicious, dog.
All right. Stop crying.
Your uncle was vicious.
All right, stop crying. All
Yeah,
right.
my uncle vicious, dog. Cause
Go
he's
ahead.
like the uncle that always get barked at. Like he always like.
He's like the black sheep.
Yeah, he's like the best.
Now go
He's
ahead.
So winning. So at the time, I'm like the angel. I'm like the angel.
Like I couldn't wait for
And
this
every
day.
time I be with him, I used to be fucking with him, punch my uncle or some shit like that.
Go ahead, get yourself
Whatever.
washed up. You hungry?
But that day, boy, my uncle was excited, dog. I got cooked that day.
Did you ever talk to him afterwards about that? Be like,
Yeah,
wow.
he used to tell the story all the time and shit to everybody. It's like, and when he got that ass whooped that day. It's like, it's cool though.
I did get one though. I did have an uncle that was like that though. Like I remember my mom was like whooping me and shit. This nigga was laughing, like in the back room and shit. This nigga was laughing, so I'm mad as shit. So I go downstairs to get some juice, and he was like, he came up to me. She's like, "Yeah, she whooped your ass, didn't she?" Yeah, nah, it's cool. It's cool. Your grandmother used to do the same thing. You all right, nigga?
My uncle, man, was like, "That what you get, dog?" And just started laughing crazy.
Yeah.
It's like,
Y'all ever got your ass
ass
whooped in front of your friends?
No, I ain't get my ass whooped, but I ain't get my ass whooped. My mom embarrassed me in front of my friends. So it's like one of them old North Philly nights. So she like, yeah, like when it get dark, come in or whatever. So I'm probably like damn near probably like by a Spring Garden or something with my homies and stuff. They on the bikes, I'm on the scooter and stuff. The little Razor back then.
Oh, the
You know
razors.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Kick push, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Lupe Fiasco type shit. But yeah, so I had got back to the block and then it was this girl, her name was Tiffany. And I never forget, I always liked the Tiffany and shit. And I'm coming up the block, Tiffany on the scooter, and I'm walking with her, like talking to her and stuff. So, you know, back then they call it macking. So I was macking back then. My mom got out the window, like, called my whole name. She was like, Christopher, get your ass in the house. Whole block out there and stuff. You think you smooth? Clean this damn dirty ass room up. I was like, damn. She blew the whole joint up. And then it's
Damn.
always somebody on the block like, like that.
Hyping everything
Yeah,
up,
hype
right?
this shit up like. Talking some, yeah, you up there thinking you all smooth. That what you think you LL Cool C? Cool your ass in here, clean this room up. I was like, damn, man. So damn, she just blew the spot up, man.
Oh man. How about you, Jay? You ever got embarrassed in front of your friends?
Nah, not in front of my friends.
No.
Mm.
Yeah, I got older siblings. Anybody got older siblings?
I have older cousins.
Older siblings.
All of them
I
are
got
older than me.
I got a brother and 2 sisters, but that's a whole nother story.
We're gonna get to that. I didn't know my brother until I was 26 years old, and he's the same age as my sister.
Damn.
Pop was a Rolling Stone.
Dang.
Damn.
Yeah. And my sister, she used to like do pranks on me. Y'all know what adobo is, by any chance?
What, the seasoning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was a picky eater as a kid. So like, I'm 5 years old. So she put a whole bunch of adobo in my cereal, right?
Mm.
So my mom goes, eat your cereal. And I'm like, nah. I said she did something to it. She goes, no, she didn't. Eat it. So I take one bite. I taste it. I'm like, no. My mom said, eat this whole bowl. I'm going to whip your ass because she thought I was being picky. So I got probably to like the halfway through. I said, you eat it. she tasted that joint. Yo, she beat the shit out of my sister. My sister did the whole time laughing as I'm eating the cereal. Oh man, bad memories. Bad memories.
Damn.
Y'all ain't got no family members that ever did nothing to y'all, like pranks or fuck with y'all?
No, I
Older
did the
cousins?
pranks.
You did the pranks?
I did the pranks, yeah.
What was like the pranks you used to do?
So like my uncle Rennie, he used to always like be in my room and shit, and then he used to always try to turn the TV. So he'll fall asleep. I tie his legs up and shit. So then, like,
What, like his shoelaces?
no, like I had like an old boat, like a tie, like an old tie, somebody tied that was in my room. So I tied his legs up and stuff. So then I remember my mom was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna cook. Call your Uncle Rennie. I'm gonna send him to the Chinese store to get some food." So I'm like, "All right, bet." So I'll go past my room. I'm like, "Uncle Rennie, like my mom calling you and stuff like that." So then he wouldn't get up. So shit, my mom like she like one of them aggressive types. Like she like, "Rennie, get your ass up," or whatever. He's like, "Huh?" Mid sleep, got up. Oh, you hear the doom doom. He's like, "Chris, I'm gonna get your ass, dog. I'm gonna get you."
Got him.
Yo, I used to have fun.
Was he the
man.
uncle that was laughing when you got your ass whooped?
No.
Nah,
That was
alright.
my other uncle. Him, I played a prank on him too. He had what I do? Oh, so I had so when I was a young boy, I always thought like I was like a construction worker and shit like that, like a handyman and shit. So it was like this little metal bracket. It was like a 90-degree angle on it, but I had screwed it into the wall, and then I had tied his doorknob to the wishcone so he couldn't come out. So I had went in there. He was asleep. I slapped on back his head and ran. He said, "I'm gonna get your ass and shit." Slammed the door. So I had it already tied up. All I had to do was slam the door and then wrap it real quick. So he had tried to rush out, yanked the door back, fell. And he hit the TV, broke his TV and all.
Oh.
Yeah, I got cooked for that too.
I bet you did on that one.
For that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I used to like anytime somebody would fuck with me, I'm like, I get you back.
And you got him back?
Yeah, and I got him back.
How about y'all? No pranksters? Jay, you seem like a prankster to me.
Nah, I wasn't too much of a prankster.
I didn't prank my family members, but like as a kid, like we was like doing shit around the way. Like we got like this what was the Jones that would like blow out the smoke and shit? You would light it. It was like the cherry bombs and shit.
Yeah,
Cherry bombs, smoke
Yeah,
bombs.
Yeah, so we would throw that shit in the Chinese store window. So we would light them and throw them in the Chinese store window.
Now we would do that with jumping jacks.
Nah, we would do that shit in the Chinese store window and shit. Cause like it was this Chinese store. This nigga used to always short people change and then give niggas attitude. So he was like, "All right, bet."
So he deserved it.
So all right, bet. So we took like 2 of them and shit, lit them and like let them get down a little bit and threw them the fuck back there. They was bitching.
Now I was a M80 bandit back in the day. We used to put the M80 in the either M80 or stick of dynamite. We'd put that shit in the phone booth. That shit'll blow up.
A stick of dynamite.
Hold on, stick of dynamite.
This
Yeah,
nigga-
like the
Stick of dynamite.
Nah, I think you was in the wrong term.
No, it was like a M80, and then you got the little stick of dynamite. So not stick. It was like it was like higher than an M80. We used to get it from the poppies
What, the quarter
or whatever
stick?
like that. I ain't
Poppies had
snitching
everything.
or nothing
Right,
like
the
that. That was
quarter
back in the day.
Probably, yeah.
But we used to get them joints, especially the M80s. We'd get the M80s, put that shit right where the change come out of that in the
Mhm.
phone booth,
Mm.
and let that shit blow up. Sometimes it'll blow up. Here, you hear all the chains come down. We just
I'm
racked up.
about to show my age and shit. This is back when payphones was out. So we used to this was back when people used to use the payphones heavy and shit. We would like spray it down with like fart spray and it had people like answer the phone. So
And just sit there and watch,
and yeah,
watch
we
the
just sit there.
reactions.
We just sit there and watch it and shit. Cause I remember it was like a Western Union somewhere and shit, and people used to use the phone the payphone right there. So we sprayed that shit down. And fucking old head came to use that shit. He put his quarter in and shit. He started dying. Yo, what the fuck? Somebody shit on this shit? But we kept laughing because he kept smelling it. And he was like, "Hey, yo, smell this. It smell like somebody put their ass on this."
Mm.
That fire spray do be bad. I ordered some from
Yeah.
Amazon. That shit is bad.
But nah,
Like, it
we
stays
I
lingering
ain't putting no,
and
like I ain't do shit against like family and shit, but we definitely was like doing shit out in the street. Like,
Oh yeah, no. To
yeah,
our
we
friends
definitely
and
doing
stuff
stuff
like
out in
that,
the
we
street.
did crazy shit.
Yeah, I was wild in North too. We used to do it all. We used to, cause we had a lot of like alleys and shit. So we'd be in a dark alley, cops be on patrol. We'd throw a rock and shit, break the window, and then they'd flash the light. Can't really catch us cause it's all dark back there, or it's abandoned houses. And shit, we used to be wild out there
Oh
in
man.
North Philly.
Yeah, I remember one time I was throwing eggs in my parking lot. And as soon as I was like this, as soon as it let go of my hand, I heard, boy, I turned around, my pops right there. He took me in the house. He said, yo, right, I will not throw eggs 1,000 times, like with a period at the end, capital I. Like after 50 times, I fell asleep. I was like, yeah, he'll forget about it. He came and woke me up, said, finish that shit right now. So I count them. I was sick. Like,
Damn.
yeah.
damn.
Pop never hit me, but it's crazy how you get fear of your pop, though. Like, my mom always beat the shit out of me. I didn't care.
Yeah.
But when my pop raised his voice, I was shook. Like, I just didn't want to.
Yeah, my pop
They
had
wanna
a
get him to that.
stare, like
He had what?
just knew what it was.
Right?
He
Yeah, you
had
get that stare or
look,
that
like,
raise in his
yeah.
voice.
You'd be like, oh shit.
See, I was raised by my mom. My pop wasn't there, so it was just my mom. But my mom was like a drill sergeant. Like,
She had to be.
yeah, she had to.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
she always told me though, coming up, like, look, I can't teach you how to be a man, but I can teach you right from wrong. And then you got to go from there and shit. So
Yeah, that's why sometimes like when females be like, "Oh, I could do it by myself." No, you need both parents in the household, or
Yeah.
or not in the household, just
Yeah.
involved because you need that structure. Like when
Yeah,
you always watch Maury and the young girls up there pregnant, who's she always with? She with the mom. You don't never see like a
Yeah.
dad up there.
no,
What you was gonna say, Barry? My fault.
Now I was gonna say like, but the chicks that do have the kids, like, they out here trying to look for, look for somebody to settle down with, cause like, they trying to start over. Like what's something that like that could help them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, get somebody, cause we already talked about like, how we can't like, the problems of dealing with somebody that got like kids and stuff like that. But like, how do we like help their situation?
Give me an example on like what would be your
No,
thought
so
on
like a
that?
chick that got kids, but she out here trying to date. Like, what would make things like better for her chances to like get back out on the market and stuff like that?
I mean, if you ask me, I feel like as long as she got her shit in order, she'll
Yeah.
be straight. Or
Yeah, I
whatever.
think it should. I think it'd be like enough just dating a
No,
girl with a
yeah,
regular
yeah.
situation. As long as you moving right,
Right.
kids wouldn't bother me,
Mhm.
especially if you're a good mom and I see that.
Right.
No, that wouldn't bother me, and I would
Yeah.
I would step up if the kids was like young,
Yeah.
because like
Right.
I'm in a marriage now and I have 2 kids from a previous, but we raised them together,
Gotcha.
me and my wife, and she stepped up to the plate like really good and played
Gotcha.
that mom role, and it was good. Like they call her mom, and yeah, I don't think that they can do anything specific
Yeah.
to get us to get in a relationship. Just be yourself and
Yeah.
Yeah.
things like that. What about you, Jay?
For
How you
me,
feel?
just in general, if you get into a relationship or anything, like state everything from the beginning. Don't wait. Just put your expectations out there from the beginning so that it won't be nothing new down the road
Got you.
or whatever. That's what I would say.
I mean, like for me, like I'm cool with a chick like stating her expectations. Only thing that like kind of like turned me off is like the chick be like, "Oh, I don't like this," or "I ain't trying to deal with this," or like stating off all the negative shit at one time. That'd be like the turn off for me. Cause it's like, all right, so I understand what you don't want, but what do you want? Like, cause like if you're not saying anything positive, you only telling me all the negative shit that you're not looking for. That kind of like kill the mood, or is that like just me?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. Y'all ever see the show 60 Days In?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The jail show where you volunteer and you got to survive 60 days and help.
Yeah,
Like,
that's so
yeah.
crazy.
would y'all do that?
I'd do it.
You would do it?
Mm-hmm.
They got what was she in for?
No, you got to go to
You
jail
gotta
for
help
60
Oh,
days.
that's the
gotta
other
get
joint.
intel for
Oh,
the
no, that's the
jails.
other joint. No, I ain't doing that, dog.
You wouldn't volunteer to do it?
Nah, I'm not
I'd
doing
do
that.
it.
I ain't
You would
doing
definitely do it.
Mhm.
How about you, Joe?
Yeah,
You would do it? All right, so I'm with Barry. I wouldn't
ain't
do it.
doing
I
that
ain't cut
shit.
for that.
I think I'd do 120 days.
that. Nah.
You think you'd be cool in there?
Yeah.
I'm cool with the bed I fucking got. I ain't trying to sleep in no fucking cot. I'm good.
You think you think you would be like like they be having some average participants. Do you think
Yeah.
you would set it off in there, or you think you like
Y'all
just
niggas
like
watch
coast?
Power too much.
I feel like
That's the blueprint.
I definitely make a good run in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my approach. I don't know. My approach is just figuring out what's the how can I say, like, what's the most demand in there. So if it's like food or if it's like the clothing or something like that, I just try to capitalize on getting that, and then you know what I mean.
Nah,
Get through, be like, yo, you need an extra shirt or something like that, come out at me, but I'm gonna need 4 soups or something like that.
y'all niggas thinking y'all
And
walking in there
then
like
if somebody
Franklin and
try to
shit.
like get over on me, like, I mean, you just gotta handle your business.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be like that at all, dog. Y'all watch too much Snowfall and Power and shit.
No, it's not that. I'm not even. I don't even watch Snowfall, none of them, or Power like
Dawg.
that. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like me coming up, like, even with being a manager, like, I know how to like analyze personalities and things like that.
Cause to me, I think that is a setup for TV, and I think they got certain aspects of it that they set up to make it more entertaining. But I don't think that's like a accurate representation of jail. Nor do I think if somebody gonna come in and be on the type of level that some of them was on. Like, I think most of them is actors. And
Oh, so you think it's like reality? You don't believe it?
I think most of it is reality, and because a show like that in a real life prison is way too dangerous to really have if you really think about it. At night, who's gonna come in and stop the program? Like, who?
well, they got the little alert sign.
Yeah, you do like
Yeah.
a rub on your chest or something like that, and they pull
It
you.
was an episode we saw that where they said the camera crew always came in with this certain person, and then he would leave. He'd be gone for like about a half hour, but when the camera crew come in for us, they only talk to us for like 10 or 15 minutes. What's up with that? Like, they started putting 2 to 2 together.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's staged or anything like that. I think it's really I think it's a good little show and program to try to figure out about these jails and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think like it's like the jails that they even had everybody in, it's not like maximum security or anything like that. It's kind of like a little bit like if you was in a county or something and you waiting to do your bid or something like that. You gonna have your situations where it might be gangs and shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't
it's-
built for
it's-
that.
It's
I'm not built for
survival of the fittest. It's like,
but
you gotta
yeah,
go any. I mean,
I ain't-
survival of the fittest.
that. Yeah, I'm not volunteering myself to go in a
Yeah, I'm not-
situation like that.
yeah, I'm good,
Do,
bro.
especially
I
if
ain't
it's
doing
gonna
that.
help the jails and shit.
Has
like
anybody ever been locked up here?
No,
I was in the brig.
In what?
Military.
Okay, how was that?
That was actually all right.
Yeah.
I was restricted to the boat.
Okay.
Mm.
I know you said you
that. I
on
had
your
some
mom's
little-
birthday.
I had a little bit of dumb decisions in my time in the past.
I did 8 hours in a holding cell, and that was too much for me.
Mm.
I had to take the huskiest shit like 2 hours in, and I'm in there with this guy, and I'm like, I gotta use that toilet. You ever been in a holding cell?
hmm
Well, they call you when you're for the judge on a video call, so you can
Yeah.
get like your bail. They called him out. As soon as he stepped out, I blew that toilet up. It was just it was just too much. Like I couldn't live like that, man. I wouldn't. You couldn't pay me to be on that show.
no, and it's more so like I had an uncle who kind of like was a big influence for me. He did a life bid, and he kind of like raised me from in there. So like just hearing his story and hearing from his experience about like what he going through and me going to go see him, how they had to treat him when he got to go back and all that shit. That shit like turned me away from jail completely. So like any aspect of jail is like I'm cool.
Yeah, if I ever got in trouble, the first thing I'm gonna say is I identify as a woman. Put me in the female jail.
Mm.
I'll
I
run it
think-
over there.
Nah, they might like that.
Wow.
What?
They might like
They would have to. You think they would have to do that though? Like if I say that,
They might like that.
Now they're gonna put you in PC.
Yeah, they gonna definitely
put me in
you
PC. Yeah, I'm not built for any of that.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm snitching.
I
What
don't
you
know.
saying?
I'm just a risk taker, so I feel like, I'm like the type that's whatever it get thrown in me, I'm gonna make it happen. But I feel like in that situation, I feel like I probably do good in that joint.
Yeah.
I think they get paid them 60-day in. I
Yeah,
think
they do get
like,
paid.
like
They do get
50,000,
paid or
something like
whatever.
that.
No,
That ain't worth
For
it
30
though.
days?
it ain't worth it.
Huh?
No.
Nah, it's not
I
worth
mean,
it.
this
though.
the thing. You
If it's real, if
you
it's not
got
like
the
staged,
caution sign. So if shit get real, like I'm out
Yeah,
this
you
joint,
just-
my heart hurts.
You know what I mean?
Shit, like that's the sign. Like my heart
You do
hurts.
the
my
pictures,
my
the
profits,
producers
my
come out
Ponzi
there,
scheme ain't
grab
working.
you,
They ain't give me my extra
Yeah,
soup, so I
no,
gotta
yeah.
get out of here.
Call your name, you roll up all your shit, you give your stacks to whoever want them, and you out.
No, I'm good.
I seen
I'm in
I seen this debate. Martin or Fresh Prince. What would y'all rank higher?
Martin,
Martin, like easy.
easy.
there.
100%.
I think it's a tie.
No,
said tie?
I
Martin.
think it's a tie.
Martin got it.
And Fresh Prince, you crazy? They had
Nah,
some
Martin
moments
got
on
it.
that joint.
How about
I'm
you?
saying it.
Joe?
I'm saying it right now. Martin is the best sitcom of the '90s. I'm saying that right now. I'm stamping it.
I don't know. I feel like towards the end of Martin was getting corny.
Yeah.
And I think Fresh Prince had like good like points in it too,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
more
Fresh
serious. But it
Prince
had the jokes
definitely.
and more serious.
I think so.
too.
Yeah. Now, Fresh Prince definitely did have. Now, I will say, James Avery, Uncle Phil, is the best TV dad. I will say that.
You don't think Carl Winslow was the best dad?
Nah, I think Uncle Phil is the best
Family
dad.
matters, dog.
Nah, look at Will when he first got the Bel Air.
Nah,
all the
I
way
said
up to the
Uncle Phil
end.
was the best pop.
No,
Uncle Phil?
no,
Yo,
no.
nah.
Bill Cosby.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's
They
different.
might have you on that one.
I mean,
Bill Cosby was
okay.
the best.
dog.
But
Bill Cosby.
but see, all right, Bill Cosby is the best. But the reason why I give it to Uncle Phil is because where Will came up at from Philly, for him staying in the Bel Air into what he turned into towards the end of the series,
Right.
he was a whole different person. He was a whole different man by then. Without Uncle Phil guidance, Will would have never been where he at the end of the show. The Huxtables would have been good.
Yeah.
Vanessa and all of them, they would have been good. Like they was already on a good path. But Will was kind of headed to like crash out. You know, if he would have stayed in Philly. Uncle Phil took him in when he didn't have to,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that he had problems with his dad, his mom, and all that living in Philly. He took him up into Bel Air and made Will a man. So I gotta give it to Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil is the best TV dad, in my opinion.
I mean, but you say Martin is better by a landslide.
As far as the overall show
Yeah, compared to Fresh Prince, right?
compared to Fresh Prince.
Nah,
But I will say the messages in Fresh Prince were definitely something that hit home for the 90s too. I mean,
Yeah,
most of
like-
the sitcoms, because like a lot of people don't know about like the good sitcoms outside of like Family Matters or whatnot that was black, like Rock, Amen.
I love Rock.
Like
Rock was-
Rock
those
was
shows,
different.
those
Rock was
yeah,
good.
those
Rock
shows
was
was
good.
like they don't get mentioned,
That's
but
where
the
he's the
messages,
trash man, right?
yeah, but
He
the
was the garbage
messages
man.
in them was top tier. Like the messages in them was crazy. But
I think comedy wise, Martin got it. But like if you're doing like a whole overall
Yeah.
concept,
yeah,
I
Fresh
would give it to
Prince.
Fresh because Fresh Prince had the funniness and
It
it had the
did.
seriousness. Martin had like a couple episodes where it was serious, but it wasn't mainly. It's a classic though for sure.
I don't
Wait,
know.
what you
I
gonna
just
say, Jay?
feel like towards the end, it was like real.
It like
watch-
dragged out.
Yeah,
I can
dragged
understand
out.
that.
Who was
But
your favorite Martin character on there?
Who's favorite Martin character?
Martin.
What's the kung fu guy?
Dragonfly.
Dragonfly Jones.
Dragonfly.
Yeah.
Him and the mechanic for me.
Yeah, when he kept
I
saying,
don't see no good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that mechanic was funny as shit.
Yeah,
Dragonfly Jones.
Jerome.
all of them was funny to
Yeah.
me.
Roscoe.
At first, I
Yeah.
ain't fuck with the Sinead joint.
No?
I was young. Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
come on.
Yeah, Roscoe was
And,
funny.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, Roscoe.
Yeah, Roscoe, definitely.
Who's your kings of comedy?
Now,
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac #1.
Like overall, like TV, or we talking
Just
stand-up?
overall comedian, period. I say Bernie Mac.
I got Chappelle.
Yeah, I got Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle.
Mm-mm.
I got.
Cause his stand-ups are like he teaches you stuff in his
Yeah.
stand-ups.
Now, if you
And-
say that, yeah.
Yeah, and then like he'll say something in the beginning and then bring it up in like towards the end or the middle
Yeah.
that like joke off that. Like the
Yeah.
way he like controls the room.
Dave is
Yeah.
in my top 5 though.
Yeah, he definitely
He's in your top five?
He's in my
Cat
top five.
Williams.
Yeah, I give Eddie too. Eddie's the best with movies, I think. I don't think any
Yeah.
comedian did any movies better than Eddie.
I can't really say that because Richard Pryor had his good stretch in the
Yeah,
Nah,
70s.
Richard Pryor wasn't touching Eddie in movies.
Yeah, because he
Not
did have
movies.
a couple movies that was off the hook.
Who?
Richard Pryor.
Yeah, one of his best movies. Eddie was in it. Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
Eddie
Right,
got
right.
Coming
Yeah,
to
but
America,
Richard
Trading
Pryor got-
Places,
he got
Life,
movies that's
Yeah,
older
right.
than that.
the
Eddie.
I
Nutty
think it was like
Professor.
I think it's
Beverly
before,
Hills Cop.
I think it's before our time though, but
Yeah,
like,
it was definitely.
but
before
definitely
that.
like in like the early '60s and that whole stretch of the '70s, Richard Pryor definitely did have a lot of
Yeah, because
movies
he had a movie where
that was hitting.
he was walking with the Ku Klux Klan. Yo, that's
Oh, when they changed his tire.
yeah. That was
I ain't see that
was
movie.
Yeah,
hilarious.
he got a lot of hits in the
He got
'70s,
some
dog.
funny stuff,
He got
yo.
some funny shit.
You know
in
what
the
was nice too?
70s.
Red Fox.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Red
Man,
Fox
his
was-
stand-up was hilarious.
But Red Fox didn't really hit the movie scene like that.
Yeah.
It was all
it was
Rich.
it was
It was Rich. Rich was the one that like busted out of the '70s. And, like he did movies, the stand up. Rich was everywhere. Rich had his own show. Like he was the shit in the '70s. Like Rich was it in the '70s. And then in the '80s, it was Eddie Murphy. That's when Eddie Murphy broke out.
Yeah, that's when he came out in the
that's when
80s.
he came out. But because it's kind of hard to like really say like. But I still got Bernie as number one.
All right, I'm curious. Why is Bernie number one on you? Like, what sets him apart? That you
He's
say
just
number one?
he's just naturally funny. When he was up on stage, it wasn't him trying at all. This was him. Like I don't think Bernie really had to write any that much material. It was just him talking. He can instantly come out and connect with the audience like that. He can instantly talk, have people laughing. He can instantly say something, people relate. He had all of that. And then he could come out and do it. And then when he got into movies, you know, it was a done deal after that.
Because I think he did good on my favorite movie.
What's your favorite
um,
movie?
What's the John? I forgot the name already. The one with Lisa Ray and he was in it.
Players Club.
Yeah, Players Club.
That's your favorite movie?
That's my favorite. Well, not. I'm just saying like, see, Lisa Ray is like my celebrity crush. So
Yeah.
that was my movie.
He's so
And then
bad.
Bernie Mac was in there. I felt like he played a good role in that.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember your first crush like on TV?
on TV.
Growing up.
TV.
Oh,
Like everybody had a crush.
Daisy Duke. I used to watch that.
Damn.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Shit, old as shit.
Daisy, yeah, that's
Damn.
an old show. So what? That was my crush. Was
Damn.
them Daisy Dukes she used to wear on that show, boy.
I thought you was gonna say like Betty White or something.
Betty. oh man, that's crazy.
How about
Yep, I took it back.
Daisy Duke? I
Daisy
never even
Duke.
watched that show. I never watched. I'm gonna watch it.
Dukes of Hazzard?
I never watched that
Oh,
show.
Man, them car chases was the best, yo.
You watch MASH?
Yeah, MASH was off.
Damn.
MASH was off the
Yo,
hook.
my pop had that on the TV. I used to be sick. I
shit
was like,
used
give
to
me the
come
TV,
on.
man.
That shit was hilarious.
That's how you know it's
After
time
the
for
living
bed.
color went off.
Yo, I used to hate the other John Murder She Wrote. You watch that?
Nah. I
No.
That's how you know.
Lady-
my mom
that's
and
what
my
the
aunt
lady-
watched
Yeah,
that.
That's how you
I
know it's
hated
time
that
for bed.
John.
I used to love In Heat of the
Now,
Night.
I watched the
I
Equalizer.
never liked that joke
Damn.
either, bro.
The
Heat of the
original
Night?
Equalizer.
What's the? I thought the original one was is not with Denzel.
It's an old white English dude back in the day.
Yeah?
That Equalizer was the shit back then.
So what was your TV shows when coming up like for you? Like which one was it Gilligan's Island?
Gilligan's Island, yeah. The Three Stooges,
No, that was when you was growing up. That was like in the 30s.
Abbott Costello, but that's what was coming on
Oh, on the TV?
yeah, with Channel 48.
Was it in color?
No, it was black and white.
Oh shit!
For real?
Yeah, all they Jones was in black and white.
You talking about Stooges alone
Yeah,
though?
Stooges.
No, yeah, he's talking
He
about I
talking
think every
about-
episode,
Oh,
like
no,
Abbott
no,
and
no,
Costello
no,
and stuff like that.
Funny.
I was asking, dog.
Yeah, the sky was black and white. Yeah.
Mine was Topanga.
Who?
Topanga?
Topanga.
What the hell is that?
She was from a show called Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
That was like my crush, like my first crush that I seen on
Boy Meets
TV.
World.
Well, that
Oh,
wasn't
shit.
my crush. though.
That wasn't yours,
My crush was Steve Urkel girl.
Laura?
No,
Oh,
not
you talking about
Laura.
Myra?
Myra, yeah.
Yeah, Myra was underrated.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about yours, Barry?
Mine was Alicia Keys.
No, TV wise.
TV wise, let me see.
This nigga said Alicia Keys.
Yeah, that was my
Alicia.
crush. Shit. TV wise, damn.
Dora the Explorer.
You said that's wild, nigga.
Swiper, no swipey.
When Christina Milian came out with that joint with Nick Cannon.
Oh. She was
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
Love Don't Cost a Thing.
She was it, boy.
Yeah. That was the
She was
one.
it.
No, she was definitely my crush there.
She
I'm
was
just talking
definitely
like from
one.
an
younger-
from an
yeah,
8-year-old
yeah.
From an
standpoint.
8-year-old standpoint.
Because that
The
came
chick,
out.
the chick from the big comfy couch.
Molly.
Yeah.
What?
Why you liked her?
Huh?
Because she was flexible.
Yeah.
That must be new. The
Yeah.
big comfy.
You never. No,
Yeah.
that's old, Jay.
No, the big comfy
shit.
couch.
That's like in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's 90s, I think.
Yeah. Late 90s.
I was in the
Yeah.
military.
Big comfy couch. I never
Yeah,
heard
it was
that one.
definitely- Yeah, it was definitely her.
You know, she all strung out now.
Huh?
She all strung
I
out.
know that fucked me up.
Yours was you said Myra.
Yeah. From Marvel
Myra.
Family Matters.
That was another good show too.
Yeah.
Family Matters.
And the little sister from Fresh Prince. Fuck. What was her name? It's Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley
Yeah.
Banks. Ashley Banks.
Different
Tatiana
Strokes.
Ali.
Yeah.
Different
Oh, yeah,
Strokes
yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
shit,
Different
bro.
strokes.
Different.
Family
That girl.
Ties.
You know that girl killed herself on Different Strokes. Jenna Plato, the white girl.
What?
Yeah, back in the day.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
I
crazy.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never kill myself. I don't care what the situation is.
Yeah. No, definitely. Definitely not that.
There was some good shows back then, man. They don't make them shows.
How about
back
Good
then no
Times,
more.
Jay?
Oh, Good Times is a classic. That's legendary right there.
Dan, what's happening?
Damn.
Everybody remember that, yo.
Yeah.
That's when the pop died.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know he said that he didn't like doing that role because he hated that they cast such an older woman to play his wife because like she was like 20 something years older than him.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was like he did not like it.
James Avery looked 50. I mean, what? John Amos looked 50 in that motherfucker though.
Nah, yeah, but he was like in his early 30s and she was like in her 50s.
Yeah, because he seemed like he stayed old throughout his career.
He stayed old his whole life.
Yeah, him and Morgan.
Like
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
Yeah. Morgan Freeman was 56 and Lean On.
and Lawrence Fishburne.
Nah, he look old now. He looked different from Boys in the Hood to now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Morgan Freeman just like he was born like that and still like that right now.
Yeah.
He was born old as shit.
Yeah, he
was.
was.
Him
though.
and Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
I never remember Morgan Freeman young.
Nah.
Like I don't even think there's a picture of him on the internet young.
He
They
don't have
did, but he looked old in that joint.
No,
Yeah.
he don't have no baby pictures.
That first movie, because I had it on DVD. I forgot the name. of
It was the first. Well, he was a DJ, right?
No, he was. Was it he? Was it? No, he wasn't no DJ.
He was on a radio or
It
some
was
shit.
like this guy. What was the guy? Was it Christopher Reeves? I think Christopher Reeves was interviewing. Christopher Reeves worked for a newspaper company, and he was trying to get
The
a
Daily
story on a
Planet.
pimp or something. I forgot the name of it. It's gonna come to me, but that was his first movie. He was young in that joint because he had a little fro, but he looked old in that joint though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He look old all around.
At 182, he finally starting to show his age.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I like how
He's the first successful clone.
you think so?
Yeah, there's no. How do you start off at 70 something years old and you go throughout your career like that? Like,
He's
it's
still
crazy.
cooking too.
He's
Still cooking.
killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel about to retire.
He need to.
You think so?
Yeah,
He's your
Yeah.
top actor.
he can't get no better.
Who y'all got?
he
Who's-
is.
Yeah, like, real quick. Who's your top actor?
Tom Cruise.
I gotta put I gotta say Denzel. Definitely
Mm.
Denzel number one for me. Because I think definitely far as black actors, Denzel is up there. at
Just
number
period though.
Just period. Denzel, Johnny Depp.
I got Leo, Leonardo DiCaprio.
See, that's
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
He's getting there. He's gonna be.
yeah.
He's nice, but
see,
he's gonna be the.
It's a couple.
a
It's a
legend
couple
soon.
guys that I put over him. Like,
Over
I
Leo?
put
yeah,
Al Pacino, Robert De
Nah,
Niro.
yeah,
Maybe De Niro, not Pacino though.
yeah.
Pacino only had like 3 good movies.
What
Yeah,
movie?
Heat, Scarface. What else? What else did he cover?
Carlito's Way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Carlito's
That's
Way,
it.
yep.
That's where it stops though for him. Give
Yeah,
me
more
something
stuff.
else. Give me something else that he killed it. in.
I say like for me, I say Denzel, but I also say DMX. He was in a couple joints and he really acted good in them movies.
I can't. I can't say
Do you really?
DMX was the same character in every
Yo, I
goddamn
fuck
movie.
with DMX was a good actor.
He was the
Take it
same.
to the grave.
He was the same
look.
nigga in every movie.
But look,
Um,
this boy was a better actor than him. Tupac from music. Tupac was way better than DMX.
No, Tupac just didn't have a
Tupac
long run
had
'cause he got killed.
classics though.
Yeah, Gridlock, Juice.
Poetic Justice.
Poetic
Justice
Justice.
was that work. That was that work.
But I'm just saying, like we
I think
talk about
Juice is
good-
his best movie though.
Nah, Poetic Justice.
I don't
was
know.
the best.
Poetic.
You
was
think
crazy?
Poet-
Yeah.
I
I
think
think-
Juice was.
I
'Cause he
think,
had a more serious role in Poetic Justice. I think that was
Yeah.
probably harder for him.
but like the switch from where his character like went when they was all friends to like how he like kind of like started crashing out
yeah,
towards the movie. I think that was good acting on my part.
yeah, it was good. No, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it was trash. It was definitely good. And he had above the rim.
I say Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
I say Poetic Justice is definitely like a better like overall story because it was like a love story.
Yeah,
But far as like his showing that like yo Tupac could really act and he really got some talent was like Juice from like how he went from like the beginning all the way up until the end like was crazy.
yeah.
I didn't expect that from Tupac.
Yeah, no, me neither. I agree.
It's a
But
lot
hold on,
of
you said DMX.
I'm just saying, we just talking about good actors in general.
No,
I
favorite.
felt-
We said favorite.
Oh, the favorite. Oh yeah, I'll definitely say Denzel. For me, I came up like more action and shit like that. So like I would say the Sean Claude Van Dammes and shit like that.
Oh, but what was that? Bloodsport? Was that?
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Yes.
Bloodsport definitely
Or
was.
Chuck Norris or something like that.
Chuck Norris.
Double Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
Lionheart.
You fuck with what's the boy with the ponytail?
Oh, Steven Seagal. I was
Steven
about to say that.
Seagal,
I can't with Steven Seagal, dog.
Steven Seagal's the smoothest.
I
I
can't.
Guy
think
out
his
there
best
that'll fuck
joint
you
was
up.
the movie with the twin Jamaicans.
I never seen it.
Yeah. Oh, Mark of Death.
Marked for Death.
Yeah, I never seen
Marked for
Yeah,
Death.
dog.
You watched them Jones.
I know them Jones. I had them Jones on DVD.
That nigga had a
had
gut.
them on VHS,
VHS
at one
first.
point, and I'm not all that old.
The
but
gut
I'm
with the
just saying.
tight jeans just killed it for me, dog. I just couldn't, dog. He just all upper body, like just
That's an Italian swag. You know what I
he
mean?
just all that shit.
Steven Seagal.
He wasn't
He
doing
had
nothing
some
else.
good joints too, especially the
Yeah,
one. Was Mark of Death was the? I think was that the one where they tried to kill him and he came back.
I never seen it.
Yeah,
Mark
he
of
had a
Death.
cover on. Mark of Death was the Jamaican one. Then he had one where he was on a boat, the
Yeah.
Under Siege or some shit like
Oh,
that.
I heard that. Yeah, that type.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
speaking of like the Karate guys, you know what's the worst? Last Dragon. I used to love that movie,
The
but when you
Last
watch Shogun, what was he fit?
The
Like
la-
he did
yeah,
not
the
know karate.
I will say it's a movie that okay, for one, the Last Dragon is like, all right, it's one of them joints. It's like I know it's a terrible movie, but like I gotta defend it. It's like one of
I
them
don't think
joints.
it was
Like,
No, yeah, I agree.
That was
No,
it was a good movie.
it's a
Yeah, I don't think
terrible
it was a
movie.
terrible movie. I think it
That
was,
was a good
just
movie.
a guy that was in his fantasy, and
Yeah.
and then it kind of came.
No, that was a good one. That's a
That was
classic.
As a kid, that movie is the shit.
That would
It
be
is.
the number one Tubi movie right now.
Yeah, as a kid, that movie is the shit. Definitely, the shorty was bad too in the movie.
Oh yeah, she was bad.
she was bad.
Oh yeah.
But
Laura Charles.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was bad.
yeah.
But the whole like as an adult looking back on that shit, it's the same thing when I watch Breaking to Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, that's my shit.
It's
too.
like what the fuck? Like, what was
Yeah.
I- but as a kid, you like, yo, this is the
It was
shit.
yeah, it was the shit.
You know, but looking back on it, it's just like I enjoyed those movies as a kid. I can't let nobody talk shit about it, even though I know even though looking back at it, this shit is mad fucking corny. But I gotta defend it because it's like it hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
got you.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree with that.
one of those movies. Like
No, I agree with that.
yeah.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Holds a special place
Yeah.
for childhood. All right, another good episode here. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time for Jay's jokes, dad jokes, whatever jokes he wants. Let's take it away, Jay, in the podcast, bro.
Yeah. When do you know when a sandwich is cooking?
One.
when
When the bacon is lettuce and tomatoes.
this is crazy.
When it's,
time?
when it's
Oh.
bacon, lettuce, tomato.
so we just ain't learned from the last 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, y'all are the worst,
We
yo.
just ain't learned from the last 2 weeks. Man.
Hating ass niggas.
Like was
That was good. That was good.
Huh?
The bacon, lettuce. I can't see why y'all didn't put that together.
like what part of it did you think would like hit? Was it the lettuce or the tomatoes?
The bacon.
Huh?
The bacon.
The bacon.
Bacon. You know I like bacon.